when you think of Kanye West, what is the first thing that comes to mind? I know a lot of thoughts probably come to your head, but YouTuber is probably not one of those thoughts. But look, here's the thing. There's actually an unreal parallel between how Kanye approaches clothing design and creating his music and how he can thrive in the content creation community. The same way that Kanye creates fashion trends and creates amazing music, creators who put that same passion and artistry into their videos are going to win. Especially right now with everybody trying to copy everybody and everybody creating the exact same content on the exact same thing. And I know it might be hard and you might feel like you have to follow the trends, and it might feel like it's hard to create your own path and to go in your own direction. Because when I first came onto YouTube, I fell into that exact same trap. I saw what all the other creators were doing and I felt like I had to do that if I wanted to gain any traction at all. So I started creating videos that were super similar to them because I felt like I had to do what was working. But not long after creating videos that way, I started to feel like the videos really weren't even me. I was focusing way too much on the numbers and trying to make my content exactly like what was working. And the performance on those videos reflected that because they really did not do good at all. But I recently saw this interview with Kanye West that would have really helped me back then and that I had to share with you guys. In the interview, they go over Kanye's creative process for making all of his shoe collection. And they have a whole bunch of his shoes all lined up. And when he starts talking about it, you can see how much it really means to him. He starts talking about the inspiration for his shoes. He starts talking about how he watched a show called Akira when he was young with his mom, and that went into the inspiration for the shoes. He also talks about how he has a little bit of Lamborghini in every single one of his shoes. These are just small things that he saw growing up that he put into his shoes. He loved these things, so he used them as inspiration to get ideas and then make the shoes what they are today. And the more I started hearing him talk about it, the more I realized that this is his whole heart. Nobody can replicate this because this is him. These shoes are him. That's what makes his shoes so unique, because they are a piece of him. They're a piece of his heart. They are a combination of everything that he's gone through in his life and all the inspirations of things that he loves. And just hearing that made me realize that my videos had no heart. Putting all that focus on the numbers and the analytics really messed me up. The interviewer even tried to ask Kanye about the numbers, and all it did was upset him. But he gave an amazing reason that I think every one of you creators needs to hear. He explains this by saying that artists, or in our case creators, should be loved and treated how you would treat your grandmother if she surprised you with a cake.
Things are made to bring uncalculable joy. So to ask me to somehow translate this to numbers is to ask your grandmother exactly what the recipe of the cake was.
Unlike a lot of creators who are here on YouTube just for the money, he's not thinking about the money. He's thinking about creating gifts for people to enjoy. And that's when I realized that I needed to put that same exact thing into my videos. And that amazing mindset shift actually helped me spark an even greater passion for creating videos. It helped me create better videos overall, and it helped me be happy whether the video did good or whether it did bad, because I knew I was just creating gifts for other people. And when you create gifts for other people, you're not expecting anything in return. You're just creating the gift because you know that it can be valuable to them. So from what I've been doing since that video, here's why this is so powerful and how you can use it to create your videos to ultimately win out in YouTube in the end. So reason number one is the power of artistic vision. I want you to just think about the Yeezy shoe line for a second. A lot of celebrities will just slap their face on something and then push it to their audience, but this was not that. The reason it really hit home with so many people is because it was unique. And if you dive into any of Kanye's interviews, you'll see that he prioritizes that artistic vision over just doing it for money. But I know what you're thinking, why does that matter for us creators? Because YouTube is not just about clicks, retention, and getting views. It's about building an audience that values and trusts you. And authenticity, just like with Kanye's unique designs, leaves a lasting impact because nobody can do you like you. Because remember, being different is better than being better. And reason number two is that the algorithm loves authenticity. So let me just explain to you why this actually helps you with the algorithm. So everybody already knows that YouTube favorites when you retain your audience. But what really keeps people glued to the screen is authentic content that really resonates with them. Because at that point, they don't really care what edits you have. They don't care how long your video is. They will watch it because it really resonates with them. That content is what they love no matter what you do to the content. And right now we're seeing all the over editing, but there's some people succeeding without even editing at all. And if you look at Kanye's sold out Yeezy collection, this is what he has to say about his shoes.
I mean, it's a painting, it's a spirit that's inside of it that's now translated into these miniature vehicles.
And each little design is his essence that tells a story that ends up challenging the conventional, because it's not like anybody else. It's just Kanye West. And we as creators need to start thinking about our videos the exact same way. Think of your channel as an art gallery, and each video you put out is a piece in that art gallery. But not only that, each one is a masterpiece that you created that captures your essence in that little piece. I don't care if you're making the worst videos ever, it's still a piece of your essence. Just be who you are and you're gonna stand out. Stop making it so hard on yourself. Stop overthinking it. All you have to do is be yourself. And once you are yourself, people will start to come to you. People will start wanting to see why you are creating this stuff, who you are, and they will connect to that piece of you. They are just like you. And I don't care what you create. I don't care if you're just entertaining people. I don't care if you're educating people. You are an artist. You are not just a creator. And I'm not saying that you have to be a super serious creator or put something together that takes 10 hours, 12 hours, however long to create. Just create something that is you, that you feel and love, and people are going to recognize that. And I know it might not seem it right now because the views might not come right away, but that unique content is going to beat out that cookie cutter generic content in the long run, because people are going to resonate with who you are. You just have to put yourself out there so that people can find you and recognize. And once you start to get into that artistry, it's going to have a ripple effect, and it's going to turn them from just casual fans that might tune in every now and then to die-hard raving fans. Now, reason number 3 is every single creator has an inner artist. I know exactly what some of you are going to say. I'm not a creative person, and I know that because I'm the last person that I would have considered a creative person. But the thing I learned is that being an artist is not about mimicking or being creative. It's about expressing. Kanye's genius is not in being like somebody else. It's about being his authentic self. And we all know that Kanye is one of the best to ever do that. But every single one of you has your own unique personality, experiences, and stories to tell your audience. And if you can really tap into that authentic self that you have, not only are you going to resonate with your audience, but you're going to really feel fulfilled because you're actually putting something out there that is truly you. Because like I said, at the heart of it all, artistry is not about perfection. It's about expression. So embrace that uniqueness and let that creative genius in you shine.